What's up, Skate Ohio? BJ Price here, resident skate dad and hardware store dude for Skate Ohio and the Skate Mansfield podcast. I wanted to do a quick video today to kind of almost a reaction video type thing of I get in a lot of my algorithm for YouTube stuff and for Facebook Reels and stuff where it just has like, oh, do it yourself and all this. My background, I have worked for a hardware store for 16 years as a district manager for Ace Hardware. I have extensive background in carpentry, construction, all that stuff. I've done all the work at this studio we have here. I built. Did it all myself. I do all of our home improvement stuff, and my job currently is caring for commercial buildings and doing all the work myself and like contracting out certain stuff. But anyway, so I have an extensive background in this stuff, but there's these reels that exist that are like, you know, if you're at home and you need to fix this, do this. And it's a couple I've seen are absolutely bonkers. So I started saving them so that maybe we could do like we could look at them together and see how ridiculous some of these are. I like when they started to pop up in my feed, the first thing I did was just not even watch, just save it because I knew it was probably going to be bonkers. Some of them we might learn something today. So let's watch a few of these and kind of see what we come up with here. So okay, first of all, I didn't know you could do that. I assume that's a real cheap drill. But so it looks like they just put an Allen wrench in. Can I go back? Okay, so they just put it. Okay, it's either a Chinese drill or a Black & Decker drill that notably not a great drill. Now, put it in the comments what do you think your preferred tool set is. I'm a DeWalt guy. I think it's right in that middle. I watch a lot of videos on comparison videos on different tools like Makita, Milwaukee, DeWalt, all those. I've been able to find fantastic deals on DeWalt tools, and I think they're fantastic. And if you are going to get into first tip is if you are going to get power tools and stuff, no matter what you get the one that, you know, if you did get Ryobi, which is perfectly fine. At price point, it's fine. But if you're going to do that, just dive into that one tool. Don't mix and match. You don't need that many batteries and chargers just hanging around. It's silly. But it looks like here they had a drill, and they somehow took this end of the drill off. Why are they doing that? Okay. Screwing it to a piece of wood? Wait a darn second. Why would you... Hold on. So they get that in there. They take that off. He screws it to a piece of, what, a dowel rod or something? It's weird that he had DeWalt for the driver bit for the Phillips head. And then they're putting a Bosch, that is a jigsaw blade, which you would use in a jigsaw. And he's just cutting a piece of wood with it. Why is that a green check mark? Why would you do that? I'm gonna guess if you have a drill, you probably have a saw. Yeah, I don't know. That one's weird. As for a tip or whatever you're doing, now you have to put your drill back together to use it again. As for helpfulness on this one, I'm gonna give a 1 out of 10. I don't know. Should I give it? I would give a 0, if anything. So yeah, out of 10. That is dumb. I got a couple more here. Let's look at another one.
In my one-car garage workshop, saving space is super important.
Sure,
So that's
I'm
why
with you, guy.
This workbench to only
Oh, okay. So this is a workbench. There you go. Is that my guy with the wall with a Ryobi saw? So real quick, since it's not battery, I do have a Ryobi, whatever it is. I have a Ryobi saw in my shop and all DeWalt battery tools. So props to this dude. I don't know if he is me. No, Thomas Custom Woodworks. Okay, so it's not me, but he thinks a lot like me. But yes, I also need to save space in my shop as well. Okay, so
that will save me a lot of space.
So looks like he has. He's got a lot of tools, and here's the other thing. Shout out to my boy Adam Shell. He and I 100% believe that anything that you genuinely need to build sawhorses, be it countertops, be it furniture, you can do that with 2x4s. You can build anything out of 2x4s, and it will be just fine, and it'll look great, and it'll be the sturdiest furniture you ever had. So that being said, let's get back to what he's doing here. Putting a lot of 2x4s together, which is good. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, 2x4s, man. Can't go wrong. Another big thing, I see a lot of people with the bit in the end there. I always use the basically an extender, but it holds on to things, and then I don't know. I never use the one single bit. I don't like the way that feels on the drill. I'll never do that. I don't know. I'm weird.
I don't really like the look of exposed screws, I hid
Okay, yeah, it's a perfectly fine.
Glue and pocket hole screws to put together the work.
You could sand it, or you could use that weird saw you made in the last video to cut those off. I don't know.
And I'm adding a
there you go, a long bit. There you go, dovetail.
So
that's fine.
No wobble, but you can be the
all good.
Whether it worked or not. Now that the leg structures and the workbench base
okay.
are all put together, I will attach those legs to the base using
hinges. Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
That's right. I'm attaching the legs using
yeah, see, he's got that
so
one bit in there. It's a
leg,
lot of hinges. Holy buckets.
Up and be out of the way,
look at all them hinges.
So much more
this one, that's a locking one.
I've made detailed written and video plans for this build, so if you're interested in building
oh
this
dang.
build, just go to Thomas Custom Woodworks.
I think I've seen this somewhere else too. Rolls around. Is this one that like folds into the wall too? Dang, that's cool.
Yay, no wobble.
Dude, that's a cool workbench. Yeah, that's awesome. I would build that. It's all out of 2x4s. That's like my favorite thing to build, and plywood, I guess. But as for like a useful thing on that, I would give that. I mean, if you're gonna build yourself a workbench, not by just like throwing a piece of plywood against the wall and putting some legs on it, you're gonna build a nice one. That's 10 out of 10 right there. That thing's awesome. I don't see any real flaws with that. He's got a good set of tools. He's using wood glue, which you should do every time you're doing woodworking like that. It's super strong. It doesn't seem like it when you're just playing with wood glue, but it's the strongest thing you can use. That's dope. I like that guy's style too. I'm gonna give that guy a 10 out of 10 on that. What else did I save here? What do we got here? Oh, I think this was just a knowledgeable. I think I saved that just because I thought it was an interesting knowledgeable thing to explain headers and stuff. Let's see if we can find another one of them goofy ones. Okay, here we go. So I think here's another one of them silly. I don't know why people do this type of thing. So let's see what they have, and maybe we'll learn something. Screwed. Okay, so they got a bottle cap. They drilled in the center of it, and now they've got a burning tool. Okay. Why, if you're gonna, that's so much trouble. Why wouldn't you just get some, wire staples? And it looks silly. What in the world? And if you would have to, you couldn't get that first try when you're just burning those edges. There's no way you could get that first try. That's very silly. That's above and beyond. You'd have to find the bottles. It's more likely, if you have a toolbox, you would most likely have some sort of staple in there. So that is super dumb. On the grand scheme of things of that one as well, that is a one. You'd have to have the burning tool. If you're gonna have a burning tool, I assume you're gonna have a tool chest, which means you're gonna have staples. That is the silliest thing I've ever seen. That's dumb. We're only either knocking it out of the park or getting complete fails here. So let's try another one. That's more skateboarding. Okay, here we go. Easy way to remove decking. Okay. What is this thing? Demo deck. Oh, it's a tool. This Go Build Stuff guy? I love this guy. Super interesting stuff. This is a specific tool. It looks like it's hooking perfectly over the board. But it's long enough to give you that leverage to just rip the whole thing off. Man, he's gonna have to do a full tear out. Look at how much mold not mold, but just the deterioration and everything falling apart underneath that. But that one tool is actually kind of cool. Depending on how much that tool is. You know what? Let's demo deck tool. Let's see if we can figure out how much one of these things is. Oh, they got one at, of course they've got one at our evil overlord Amazon here. I don't see a price. No featured offers available, but people think it's sturdy. Fantastic. That's great. Where would you, oh, let's go to whatever this is. Okay, so dang. So yeah, it's just a hook at the end and it's braced. I assume that's like hickory. It's got to be a hickory handle or something. And no doubt it's a cool tool. I'll give you that. Let's talk ROI. Sure, demo deck will appeal to everything decking contractors does, and the amount of deck and the construction dock work, blah blah blah. I don't think you're gonna make back 145 bucks. Okay, I'm sure plus shipping. So you're probably talking $175 tool, depending on where it's coming from. I have no idea. That's insane. So it is a cool tool, but yeah, for the price tag, whew, no thank you. I'm going to use my trusty pry bar that I've had that I probably took from my dad when I left the house over this thing. And there's other big pry bars you can get that do the job. Now this one is specific to decks, which is cool, and I am big on use the right tool for the job type thing. I've had a lot of instances where I have to use what I have, which happens a lot. But if I'm going to do a big job, if I'm building something specific, a lot of times I will invest in the right tool to do it. So this, I guess, a 1 out of 10 for like helpfulness. Yeah, it's fantastic, and it'll probably help demoing a deck much faster, but I could use my tools. I'm gonna give this, for price point and everything, I'm gonna give this maybe a 4 out of 10. The only way I could see me using this is if I know somebody who has it already and I just asked to borrow it. So yeah, we'll go with a good old 4 out of 10 on that. That was bonkers. Let's do one more. Let me find a good one. More skateboarding. Okay, here we go. Here's something. Okay. Tape? Okay. Is that... Okay, alright, hold on. We're gonna have to... Let's see that real quick. It says poking holes in the tape. Puts the tape over. The tape shows... Okay, so the tape is showing where you need to drill on the other piece. But when you poke through the tape on this one, it shows you where to drill, and he's got tape on his drill bit. I like to see that. If you are doing anything like specific depth or anything, you have to put tape so you know how deep to go with your drill bit, so you don't, because if you go too far, the dowel rod's going to go too low and it's not going to do its job, all that stuff. So, okay, so, but it's going to line up because of the way he did the tape. It's going to line up perfectly. You know what? Dang, I've never used that. I've always just done the old either speed square or tape measure, but that's not bad. That's probably faster. I might use that tip. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Out of these weird videos that come up like that, that's actually super. That's kind of helpful. I don't know what the next thing I'll be building that I'll use that on. I'm definitely gonna try that. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Okay. So out of 10, I'm gonna give that like a 7, like a 7.5, because until I put it in practice, I don't know how awesome it's gonna be. But we'll give it like a 7.5. I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna try that next time instead of doing the old measuring and marking. See if it gets more flush. But anyway, so I guess that's gonna do it for this quick episode of some DIY breakdown stuff. And yeah, let me know in the comments or whatever if you want to see more of this, or if you want me to review anything else on that screen. I like looking at this stuff because I like learning a lot of that stuff, and it's what I use in my everyday job. So I hope we can find some other ones that are... I saved a ton more videos so we can look at more, but hopefully we'll be able to learn some more stuff, or at least try to reverse engineer why the heck somebody did some of these things, like that weird screw cap thing. That was silly. But anyway, so until next time, I guess go skate. See ya.